like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for one man, forget my peace. You take the west, I take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. Yeah, I hear him chatting the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mans keep walking. Yeah, just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let her tell me I'm awesome. Yeah, hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Beg, please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. Yeah, I hear him chatting the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys.
Two coming through the middle. Adia for 3.
Tūtawa mai I runga, tūtawa mai I raro, tūtawa mai I waho, tūtawa mai I roto kia tau ai te mauri tū te mauri ora ki te katoa, haumi e hui e, taiki e. A tēnā koutou e te whānau whutupōro, ko Kakanui te maunga, ko Kerehu te awa, ko mātātua te waka, ko te whānau a Apanui te iwi, ko te whānau a te he hutu te hapu, ko te kaha te marae, ko Pātariki rei ahau, nau mai hara mai, ki Rotorua Boys High School. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rotorua Boys High School on this overcast day for the opening match of Bay of Plenty Rugby's Baywide Premier Men's Competition for 2026. My name's Pat Ray and I'll be your commentator for each and every week of this Baywide competition as Bay of Plenty Rugby and local Gecko Productions enter into a new era of live streaming Baywide Premier Rugby. Today's match, Whakarewarewa, the winners of last year's Baywide Premier Men's Competition, host Mount Maunganui Sports at what is a temporary location for today, Rotorua Boys High School. Unfortunately, at the end of last year, Whakarewarewa's rugby club rooms sadly burned down, and they are preparing to host most of their games this year at Rotorua International Stadium. Unfortunately, a Super Rugby match has flown in under the radar, and they've had to shift their first home game to Rotorua Boys High School. So hats off to the local whānau for allowing that. And as the teams get ready to come onto the field, let's introduce those teams for you. Coming up, the Mount Maunganui Sports team to take the field in the front row, Leo Wiki Quest, Tain Kolose and Tami Langilangi. They will be the powerhouse up the front. In the engine room, Mahongi Nakuru and Tyler Phillips, with the dynamic loose forward trio of Jack Gallen, Connor Redmond and Mitchell Dance. The back line will be set alight by Case Colosse. Monty Parkinson will run the cutter. Centre pairing of Keanu Cook-Savage and Rupena Patuawa Parkinson. And the dynamic back three, Celestine Siu, Malachi Emmett and Nick Prophet. Their coaches are Grant McCoy, Colin Burke, Mike Delaney and Ruben Parkinson. And that coaching staff reads something like a Super Rugby squad. And here we have the Mount Maunganui team just walking out onto the field. Their hosts coming up, the team list for Whakarewarewa. And as we've said, their new club rooms will be built over the next couple of years. The front row, J.M. Moore, Kerwin Tahini and John Alessi. Their engine room is Micah Alofi and they're captained by Axel Honeck. Their loose forward trio, Tiaki Ngarimu, Liam Kalan and Luaki Tavake. Their backline will be set alight by Warena Morgan. He's got the Japanese representative Riku Maisaka running the cutter. Centre pairing of Te Hamara Toy and Hieke McGarvey, with their back three of Kobe Hewitt, Alfred Manukia and Xavier Mitchell-Windsor. Coach, Kieran Botha. Mount Maunganui Sports are just preparing There's looks like plenty of grass on the field here today. The weather here at Rotorua is fine. It's a little bit overcast, not a breath of fresh air. You wouldn't believe there's a cyclone bearing down us, would you, with the way in which the field is tracking at the moment. Whakarewarewa is just joining the Mount Maunganui Sports Huddle as we await the arrival of our hosts. Mount Maunganui Sports have a coaching team that any provincial or representative or Super Rugby or even national team would be proud of. The coaching staff today: Ruben Parkinson, Nate Vella, Mike Delaney, Colin Burke, Grant McCoy, Carlos Price, Nick Collins and Mike Templeton, the manager. Referees for today's match: Peter Morgan's the man in the middle with the whistle. He'll be ably assisted on the touchlines by Darren Morrissey and Ed Young. Sitting on the sideline managing the naughty cheer is John Kilkelly, a stalwart of Rotorua region. And in behind the background is our referee coach for today, Peter Rizzo, newly arrived from overseas. Just waiting on the visiting team. And here we go. They're led out. John Alessi coming onto the field, carrying the rugby ball, playing his 150th match for Whakarewarewa. So congratulations, John Alessi. A title very well earned indeed. And look at the man carrying the ball onto the field. He's had an exceptional career. He has been around for a long, long time. Very experienced tight row forward, and it makes old commentators like myself so glad we are sitting here in the commentary position and not out there trying to make tackles. Congratulations, Johnny. Great to see you still running around. All right, as the teams get ready, Whakarewarewa is in their traditional red and black hoops. Mount Maunganui Marlins in their traditional green with white shorts. Referee Peter Morgan blows time on, and we're underway here at Rotorua Boys High. Oh, unfortunate. There's been a knock on. It's the kickoff. Not a great start to the match, and Alfred Manukia will be just having a bit of a think about the drop catch there. But here we are now in the first scrum of the match, and we'll get to see these two powerhouse packs go head-to-head for the first time. Conditions look good underfoot, so we shouldn't have to worry about scrums slipping over. Not quite ready. Referee Morgan just gets them to set a gap, so they're not fully engaged on the set call. Halfback Case Colossi is just waiting to feed. Colossi feeds, big scrum. And 150th game, John Alessi, he showed why he deserves to be on the field. Whakarewarewa forward pack have stamped their authority at the very first scrum. Marlins hooker Tane Colossi not happy about something. Just having a quick word with referee Morgan. Maisaka, Japanese fly half with the ball. Makes good clearance with his first penalty kick of the game. Takes play down to the Marlins 10-metre line.
Let's go, Hims. Relay. Show on the inside, Kimmy. Show on the inside.
Tahini with the ball. Great tack there by Whakarewarewa. Maisaka sets his forward pack alive. Carry there by Kalan. It's been knocked on in the tackle by the Marlins. Referee Morgan playing advantage.
Kimmy, get deep.
Morgan to Tahini. Good yards there.
Offside!
Morgan with the pass. He finds Ngarimu in the centre. Come back towards us. Leslie with a little tip pass. Morgan. Back to Alofi. It's been knocked on there by Gardner Toy. Marlins with the ball now. Profit. Beats one. Makes it to the halfway line. Kolose takes a quick tap. There's a little bit of feeling going on here. Penalties for a tip tackle. Parkinson with the ball. Takes the penalty down. About 17 metres from the Whakarewarewa goal line. Kolose with his hand on the ball, that's Tane. Ball's up in the air, taken there by Phillips. He finds Emmett. Kolose finds a big number 8, Mitchell Dance on the carry. Kolose gets it slow. Parkinson steps back in, finds a hole, still going Parkinson. He's short a metre. Referee's got his arm out for advantage for slowing that down. Marlin still hammering the try line. Found a knock on there, so we've gone back to the first infringement. Whakarewarewa have been penalised on the goal line for not rolling away. Marlins have an opportunity for some easy points. Tane Kolose has chosen otherwise. They're going to head for the corner and a line-out throw. Marlins throw on the 5 metre line. Tane Kolose with the ball. Two big tall timbers there in Kuru and Phillips. Let's see who he hits. Oh, it was meant for Tyler Phillips, but he missed it. It's an easy opportunity gone awry. And Whakarewarewa will come away with the ball outside their 22. Maisaka gets the ball out. It's McGarvey with the ball. He's up over the halfway line. Unfortunately, the pass has gone astray. Referee Morgan's playing advantage. Parkinson with the clearing kick. Advantage is over, so we'll keep playing.
Have a go.
Oh, a bit of a wayward pass over the head of Alfred Manukia. 6 minutes gone in this game, and I think both teams are just still feeling it and settling themselves down. You can see here in the replay, McGarvey makes a good break. He did try to get his offload away. Probably would have been better to have taken that ball into the contest and just reset play. Kuru with the ball now. Siu takes the ball into contact. Case, Kolose clears. It's Mitchell Dance there with the ball. He's recycled. Case, Parkinson with a little grubber kick. It's bouncing along, still in. Malachi Emmett gets a foot on the ball and then promptly hurts himself at the same time. Parkinson's up off his feet. It's a Whakarewarewa with defensive throw. Kuan Tahini with the ball. He's looking for tall timber there. Alofi with the clean catch. Oh, ball's been knocked on by Tuvake. Loaki Tuvake knocks the ball on. His coach won't be happy with that. Whakarewarewa roll straight on to defence, although they won't be afraid of having a scrum given the result of the last one. Let's see what the Mount Marlins backline can do with this. Case Colossi with the ball. Scrum's gone straight to ground, so we'll have to reset. It's been a bit of a mixed bag in terms of the start for both of these teams, with a couple of unforced errors and some knock-ons dominating the first 8.5 minutes of play. Scrum's underway. Case feeds. Ball comes out. Case goes blind. Malachi Emmett there, tackle just short of the try line. Whakarewarewa counter-rucked, and they win the penalty. Yeah, superior numbers got to that breakdown. Whakarewarewa's 3 players were too good for Mount Maunganui Sports' 2. They counter-rucked perfectly. More numbers, more weight, and they win the penalty turnover. Maisake with the penalty relieving kick. Takes play down to midway, just outside the 22. And here you can see here, there's 4 bodies there for Whakarewarewa, but only 2 Mount Maunganui bodies. And they managed to win the turnover. Kahini with the throw. There's one against the throw, but Tahini managed to salvage the ball. And the reason why he won it was because it was knocked on at the top of the line out by Captain Axel Honeck. So we'll have a scrum on the 15-metre line, just outside the 22. Mount Maunganui Marlins feed to the ball, to the scrum. Case Colossi with the ball in his hands. Ten minutes gone, still 0-0. Both teams feeling themselves out.
Coming wide. Coming wide.
Good little crowd here. You can see the sun peeking through the clouds. Colossi feeds the scrum. Manages to just clear that. Cook Savage with the ball. He's still going. He's up over the 22-metre line. He's still going. It's a good 15-metre run. Case, Parkinson, short ball to Emmett Malachi. Referee Peter Morgan, Johnny on the spot though, catches the pass being thrown forward.
Let's go!
And Whakarewarewa defeat to the scrum. Warena Morgan, ball in the hand. I bet he's got a proud dad watching from around the ground somewhere. Scrum's a little bit of a mess at the moment. Yeah, referee Morgan's having a bit of a word with the 2 captains to try and tidy up what's going on in these scrums. Okay, let's see if we can get a successful end to a scrum, shall we? Morgan feeds. Oh, winners against the scrum. Marlins are on attack now. Patuawa Parkinson with the ball and the yellow headgear. He's 5 metres out. Case Colossi goes right. That's Ngakuru, the captain. Marlins 1 metre short. Close as. There's a lunge at the goal line and there's a try. Maunganui Sports have scored the first try of the match. Number 8, Mitchell Dance. And you have a look here in the replay. Ngakuru carried the ball into contact. Then we had some pick and goes. There's the number 8 there, Mitchell Dance, with a simple pick and go. And he scores the first try of the match. Monty Parkinson with the extra points. There's the kick. And the flags are up. Parkinson adds the extra points. 14 minutes and the Marlins are leading by 7 points to 0. You see here in the replay the captain Ngakuru carries the ball and it spills out. Nick Prophet somehow got himself in there. And here's Mitchell Dance with the final push on the back of that ruck to score that first try of the match.
Let's go, Kimmy.
Maisaka with the restart. It's Patuawa Parkinson with that regather.
Nice. Nice, Johnny.
Dance, a try scorer with the first carry.
Discipline. Discipline. Ricky, drop.
Case Colossi.
Ricky, drop.
All passes being dropped. Parkinson's absolutely mothered by Whakarewarewa. But referee Morgan's got a high tackle in there.
Unlucky Walker. Work down here. Work down here. Not out here. Not out. Turn, Kimmy. Turn, Kimmy. Go up, Ricky. Go up, Ricky.
Parkinson with the clearing kick. And the Marlins will have a line out. Still in their half, just outside their 10-metre line.
Apply pressure, Axel. Like up, get up.
Good old club rugby. There's only one ball here. Here it is, popped over the fence.
Can we connect with Kerwin, eh? Connect.
Tane Colossi with the ball in the rethrow. Taken there by Ngakuru. Parkinson with the clearance kick, hit by what I think might have been a dubious shoulder charge. Maisaka with the clearance kick, doesn't find touch. And Monty Parkinson absolutely hammered again. Good to see the young fella get up. Ngakuru into contact. Case. Profit in that first receiver. Case. That's Cook Savage out on that right-hand side with the ball.
Eyes up, Micah, eyes up.
He takes the ball down on the half-metre line. Colossi. Tane Colossi with the ball. Well, there's his younger brother, Case, at the ball.
Pull him across.
Whakarewarewa have managed to hold him up in the air and form the ball. Now Maunganui can't clear it. And referee Morgan, quite rightly so, calls a turnover scrum. Quite often you see at higher levels, referees would call that a tackle. But here at the grassroots level, if you join on to a ball carrier and a tackler, it only takes one person from either team to turn that into a maul before they end up on the ground. And in this instance, referee Morgan quite rightly following the law. Tight head number 2 for the Marlins. Little wee cook there by Patuawa Parkinson. Oh, it's been knocked on by Whakarewarewa. Referee's playing advantage. Case. Patuawa Parkinson. Still going, bounces out of one. Dancing a little. He's had the ball stripped off him. Yeah, thought so. He was on the ground, he had the ball stripped out of him. Referees quite rightly penalised him for no clear release. And based on the last time the Marlins down here, I think Colossi will be pointing at the corner flag. So it's Ngakuru pointing at the flag this time. Parkinson with the ball for the line out. Now let's see if they can get this one right. The last one went through the hands of young Tyler Phillips. This time they put the pot up in the air. Phillips with the good catch. Marlins have formed a line-out maul. Colossi, Colossi, I think, has got his hands on that. They freed that up to Case. Parkinson. Cook Savage. Somehow the ball's ended up in goal. And I think the referee's got. Well, he's going to ask his assistant refs. He's going to award the try, I think. He is indeed. We'll have to have a look at the replay and figure out what happened here. So you can see here the maul is set. Colossi number 2, he's got his hands on the ball. He stays, he doesn't get thrown into touch. He comes and frees the ball up. Parkinson to Cook Savage. So that's off the leg. And that's another kick. And then Case Colossi has scored the try. So well done, no knock on there. Great footage and coverage. The director's giving himself a pat on the back. He's going to want to change his title in a minute to TMO. Monty Parkinson adds the extras. 14 points to 0, 20 minutes gone in the first half. Now we can see in the replay, Colossi with the ball in his hands. Whakarewarewa attempted to split that. And then the original try scorer. So he's behind the kicker when the kick was put in. It bounces off a Whakarewarewa player. And rightly so, he's able to kick it. Anyway, we're back underway now. Axel Honeck takes that ball down for Whakarewarewa. Morgan marshalling his troops. It's Kalan with the ball. Morgan to Tavake. He's had it lost or stripped from him. Tane Colossi with the attempted clearance kick. And bounces that ball into touch. Whakarewarewa line out here now. They're about 38 metres from their try line. With Tahini with the throw. Tricky little throw to the front into Axel Honeck, their captain. Oh, Liam Karlan with a big hit there. And here's John Alessi carrying the ball, but it's been spilled. Referee's found a penalty for offside.
What we got next?
Riku Masaka from Japan. The Whakarewarewa's import player with the clearance kick. He looks like quite a handy first five to have around.
Go, Kerwin. Step up here, Chuck. Let's go.
Whakarewarewa, of course, are the defending Premier Championships after having beaten Tauranga Sports in a ripping grand final last year at their home ground at Puarenga Park. Honeck with the tap down to Morgan. Maisaka, long pass through the hands. And that's the big number 8, Luake Tavake on the left-hand edge there. It's Morgan. Actually, that wasn't Morgan, but we were away. Maisaka with the long pass. There's Tahini with the ball. Man inside, man outside. That's Manukia with the ball.
Elbow!
Ball spilled into touch.
Boy, come in.
Whakarewarewa with the throw. 5 metres from the sports try line. This is their first opportunity to get points on the board. Best attacking opportunity they've had today. Honeck with the win. Narimu with the ball. Somewhere in the middle of that maul. Tahini's taken the ball. He's got the ball at the back now. Morgan frees the backs. As Gardner Toy with the carry into contact. Morgan again to Tavakia, who's lost it forward again. That's his third drop for the day. And the Marlins are off the hook with a clearing kick. And Hewitt from outside his 22 has kicked it into touch on the full. Number 8, Luake Tavake from Whakarewarewa. 3 touches of the ball so far, and 4 touches of the ball so far this match, and he's dropped it 3 times. Maunganui took the throw quickly, and the only 2 that knew about it was the thrower and the catcher, and as a result they've turned it over. Now Whakarewarewa with the ball on their 22-metre line, trying to dance themselves out of trouble. Still going here. It's Hewitt on the left-hand wing. He's found some space. Inside to Morgan. He's brought down just inside the Marlins half. There's a bit of help for the referee coming from the sideline. Being picked up by our sideline cameras. You see here Morgan gets tackled. And there's the knock on there by number 7, I think it is, Connor Redmond.
Talk to them, like. What are we up to? What's the call? The call. Mark.
Warena Morgan with the ball. Whakarewarewa halfback to feed.
Early.
Ball comes out. Gardner Toy. Good tackle on Mitchell Windsor there. Whakarewarewa have hung on to it though. Morgan with the pass. Honeck beats one. Still going forward. It's a good 10-metre carry by the captain, Axel Honeck. Morgan comes blind. Ball's been spilled again, this time by Alfred Manukia. Referee's got a penalty.
Too flat. Tilt that out.
Offside.
A little bit too flat. Tilt that out. Next job, boys. Next job. Let's go. Right up, brothers. Right up. Keep working, Walker. Own this ball. Own this ball, Walker.
Parkinson with the clearing kick. And Tane Colosse, the Marlins hooker with the ball, about to feed his line out.
Get up top. Get up top.
Over the back. Redmond with the win. Colosse to Gallen.
Yes, Liam.
Case again, little inside pass to Sue. But it's been turned over. McGarvey with the clearance. Gallen to Parkinson. To Colosse with a big carry. Kane Colosse with the ball. Parkinson looking for a 50-22. Oh, actually, he might have been just outside. Whakarewarewa with the ball. Kerwin Tahini with the throw. Honick with the win at the front. Easiest win he'll have all day. Whakarewarewa under pressure though. They're right on their try line. Looking for a good clearance. Down to Mosaka. And he's a good clearance kick. Should take the relieving line out somewhere between the 22 and the 10-metre line of Whakarewarewa territory. The Marlins throw into this line out. Well, we've been going now for just on 30 minutes. It's 14-0 to the Marlins Sports. Both teams have had some opportunities. Colosse overcooked his throw. Tahini, his opposite man, wins a line out. But then it's instantly turned over by Tame Langi. Case Colosse to Gallen with a good run down the field. Parkinson. Back door to Prophet. Malachi Emmett is the try scorer. Mitchell Dance with a good carry. Just about cleaned out the referee, Peter Morgan. Bit slow for Case. Nakuru with the carry. Case Colosse. Backdoor to Parkinson. Tane Colosse on the carry. Case again. This time it's Wiki Quest with the carry into contact. Kane. Backdoor to Patuawa Parkinson. Loopy pass to the captain. And there's a try line, and just like that, Mitchell Dance has his second. He's got a bit of attitude, this young fella, Mitchell Dance. It's the second time he's had something to say to the opposition post-try being scored. You can see here in the replay, it's a very simple move. Get the ball to the edge. Whakarewarewa are compressed. Patuawa with the pass over the top. Mitchell Dance, one man to beat, but I'm going to have you on anyway. And Xavier Mitchell-Windsor comes off second best with that little collision. And the Marlins extend their lead now. They're out to 19-0. Similar place to his first conversion attempt. Monty Parkinson with the added attempt. Touch judges take a look at themselves. They both agree. Up go the flags. And we have 3 converted tries, 21-0, with about 7.5 minutes till halftime. And here you can see in the replay, simple passes here. Patuawa Parkinson, a little loopy pass over the top. And there's the bumper, don't argue with me. And take that for the added extras.
Let's get vocal here.
My sucker with the restart.
The ball!
Nobody really wanted to catch that.
Get up!
Malachi
Get up,
Emmett.
Liam!
Back into Monty Parkinson.
Take it back! Take it back, Rick! It was taken back!
Not sure why somebody is
take it
yelling
back,
and
Rick.
screaming. Because,
You hit it back!
yeah, I
Take
can
it
hear a
back, Ref.
spectator screaming out, take it back. But that's okay, you can do that. You are allowed to pass the ball into win goal and then kick it out. Anyway, Whakarewarewa take the ball from the line out. Referee's playing advantage.
Take the ball!
Liam Killan with that carry.
Get on there.
Here's Lessie. Another touch for the 150th veteran. Morgan, McGarvey. Backdoor to my sucker. Manukia. And he's bundled into touch. Referee Peter Morgan's going to go all the way back to the first infringement off that line out. And I think he's got the back line up before the line out was ended. Yes, he has indeed. Osaka's probably going to head to the touchline and see if Whakarewarewa can turn this line out into some points. That's a good kick. 5 metres from the try line, hard on attack. A simple line out move to take some points. And that'll be a good way for Whakarewarewa to reward themselves. Honik, there's the maul. Tahini's in the back, he's got his hands on it.
Stay on your feet!
Yep, stay on your feet. Morgan, my sucker. Gardner Toy, he's brought down.
Yeah, he's a buddy! He's got to have the ball! Get him out!
Referee's got his hand out for advantage.
Play, let's go to work! Walking boys!
Mitchell Windsor with the carry, the fullback snuck in to get some game time.
Get off him!
Ngarimu, backdoor to Lessie with the carry.
No arms! No arms!
Ball was knocked on there in the tackle. So it looks like Whakarewarewa have got the choice of a penalty in 2 different places. Captain Axel Honik's going to choose that spot right there. Offside the Mount Maunganui Marlins were. Masaka back to that corner. If I was the Whakarewarewa coach now, I'd probably just be saying, can we finish off this ball with a try, please? Don't bother clearing it out. Let's just drive over the try line. My money is on the ball's going to go to Axel Honik.
Go, Kelly. Kelly, go to them. Just go to them. Drive them. They need to get low. Stay in it.
Take that in, mate.
No, it's gone to the Micah Alofi with the maul at the front.
Stay in it!
Kalan's got his hands on the ball.
Here we go!
There we go. Is he over? No, he's short.
Work!
Still going. Oh, he's killed that. There's the penalty. That might even have a coloured card coming with it as well.
Go, lad. Sit up, lad.
Anyway, Whakarewarewa.
Get low. The ball!
Morgan.
Work,
Moore with the ball.
Left, go left.
Morgan. That's Tuavake. There's the Manukia. He's got the ball now. This will pretty much have to end in a try. Otherwise, I can guarantee you we're going to go back. Yeah, and off we go.
Go, Johnny.
Might be too many in this area, sir.
Go again, John.
Double blast.
Yeah,
Go
there's
again.
a double blast there. Is he sticking his hand in his pocket? Or is he giving him a final warning? Might be final warning, I think. Next penalty down this end of the field. They might have somebody having a rest. Whakarewarewa need to come away with points from all this effort. Alofi with the ball, tap and goes. He's a metre out.
Work, Aki.
Ngarimu, he's offloaded.
Stay in the pick.
Murder.
Whakarewarewa hammering the try line. Let's see who comes up with it now. Honek, he clears the ball. Morgan, long pass. It's out to McGarvey, loopy pass. That's Hewitt on the edge. He's just short.
Work.
Morgan, oh, and the ball's been knocked. Oh, backwards, says the ref.
Play. Go.
Still playing. Tavake with the ball. They're back on their 22 now, regrouping.
Chill.
Gardner Toy.
Work with them, John. Work with them.
Ball's there. Morgan. Tahini.
Let's go, lad. Find your shape.
Oh, he's had the ball ripped off him by Jack Gallen. And Jack Gallen's up over the halfway line. Looks for somebody. He's found his second lock and Tyler Phillips. Tyler Phillips heading for the corner. And the try is awarded. What should have been a try down one end of the field has been turned over, and Mount Maunganui Sports have instantly pounced back. You can see here on the replay, they're hammering the 22. They're hammering away. They have the ball stripped. Jack Gallen just rips the ball out of his hands. He gets up over the halfway line, 10 metres, 40 metres from the try line. The big lock, Tyler Phillips gets his hands on the ball. He runs 60 metres, and by the end of today, that'll be a 100-metre sprint, and he'll have scored in the corner.
Get up, my bitch. Get up. Boys up and half.
They're half now. Get our waters really late.
Let them know we got this.
Is they half now?
Parkinson is unsuccessful for the first time today. And at the half-time break in this round one match of the Baywide Premier Men's between Whakarewarewa and Mount Maunganui Sports, it's the visitors who lead here today by 26 points to 0.
Eyes up, Richard! Eyes up! Eyes up!
Get down!
Elbow! Elbow!
Soraki!
Boy, come in!
Nice now!
Come in, come in!
Nice now!
Penalty, Rick! That was on purpose!
Yeah, there we go! There we go! Let's go, lad! Find the shape!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Rotorua Boys High for the second half of this round one Baywide Premier Men's match between Whakarewarewa and Mount Maunganui Sports, where if you've just joined us, the screen isn't lying. Mount Maunganui has scored four tries with 3 conversions and are leading 26 points to 0. Let's have a look at those tries and we'll go through them one at a time. And here you can see big Mahoroni Nakuru carrying the ball, and then Mitchell Dance pops up at the back of this ruck and he dots over for the first try and has a bit to say and gets the ball back in his head for good measure. And then here they tried to roll into a maul. Tane Colossi at the back with the ball in his hands. He managed to stay alive. They freed the ball up. It went out through the back line, off the leg of Patuawa Parkinson, and there you can see Case Colossi pouncing on a loose ball, kicking it forward and scoring in goal. Try number 3 was a little pop pass over the top by Patuawa Parkinson into the hands of who else but number 8 Mitchell Dance, who gives a nice little shoulder bump and some more to say in goal after scoring the try. Here we've got the ball being stripped away by Jack Gallant, and he pounces on the ball, gives a nice pass to Tyler Phillips, and Phillips races away 60, 70, maybe 90 metres to score that try. So here we go, we're back live now with Whakarewarewa now playing from right to left. Referee Peter Morgan blows time on Riku Maisaka from Japan gets us underway here at Rotorua Boys. Monty Parkinson with the clearance kick, doesn't find touch. Mitchell Windsor with the big kick across field. Oh, and he's found some grass. Nick Prophet with the ball, and he's got his clearing kick, and he's not found touch. Prophet with the ball now, carries the ball up. Morgan to Moore. Morgan. Gardner Toy with the carry. Ball slow coming out of there. Morgan. Alofi. Oh, there's Alofi now. He's tipped over in a big tackle. And that, I think, is our very first Jackler penalty for the match. Monty Parkinson with the clearance kick. And he finds touchdown on the Whakarewarewa 10-metre line. Far side of the field. You can see here the sun is out. Everybody's sitting in the shade. You would not believe that there is a cyclone bearing down on us as we speak. Happy for it to arrive about 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight when everybody's tucked up nice and safe in their homes. Tankolosi with the throw. Mahonri Ngakuru with the line-out win. Mount Maunganui have gone backwards quite considerably to retain possession. Parkinson with the kick. It's partially charged. Mitchell Windsor back to his fly half. Maisaka. Big kick. Prophet with the ball. Outside is 22. Little chip over half. Tried to milk a penalty. Peter Morgan was having none of it.
Look for work, coach. Look for
Morgan
work.
carries to Tahini. Morgan again. Gardner Toy taken in a high tackle. One thing they love about coming to Rotorua, plenty of assistance on the touchlines.
Didn't even slide up.
Riku Maisaka with the ball. Line out just inside the Mount Maunganui 22-metre line. Tahini with the throw. Whakarewarewa win. Masaka, new player on the field. Number 21 is Mitchell Clark. I'll see who he's on for in a minute. Carry there by McGarvey. Honeck with the carry. Gardner Toy. Ngarimu. Back to Gardner Toy. And the Marlins defence have driven him over the sideline. It's great that these fellas know each other so well. The way in which they are being friendly with each other. Looks like the Mount Maunganui try scorer from the first half, Mitchell Dance, is going off. Along with somebody else. I don't know who's replaced them at this stage or who that last one was. We'll come back to you. Marlins with the win. That's Ngakuru, the captain. Gallon clears the ball. Back to Parkinson. Ball's into touch up around the halfway line. And if I could use my Jedi powers and ask that man on camera who the replacements are, I would. Tahini with the throw. Onik with the catch. Morgan, my sucker. And that's Nagavi. Mitchell Clark, I think, may have gone to the wing. Anyway, it's back. Osaka. That's Mitchell wins up. Morgan. Short to Jaya Moore. Morgan again. Gardner Toy. McGarvey with the kick. Might have too much Weet-Bix on it. And it goes dead. Back we come to where the kick was taken from for a Mount Maunganui scrum feed. And let's see now. We can figure out who we've got. Ardena Miller's out there in number 17. I think he might have replaced John Alessi. He has indeed. Ardena Miller debuted last year for the Steamers. That was good to see. He had a good club season last year and rewarded. Scrums are a little bit higgledy-piggledy at the moment. Reset, let's try again. Case Colossia with the ball. Not sure who that is yet till I pick up his number. We've got a new halfback on the field as well, so it's Profit through the gap. He's out to Malachi Emmett, back inside, number 20 is young Braden Stowers, and he dots down for their 5th try of the match. Braden's come on at halfback. He's replaced Case Colosset. You can see here, Stowers with the pass, goes through the hands of the back line. Profit goes through the gap, gives it to Emmett, inside to number 19, who's Will Quinn, and then inside to the replacement halfback, Braden Stowers, for the 5th try of the match for Mount Maunganui Sports. So Will Quinn is on, and I think Will might be slotting in at number 8. Monty Parkinson adds the extras for his 4th conversion of the day. And Mount Maunganui Sports jumped out to a 33 points to 0 lead. Very simple there, draw and pass, draw and pass, draw and pass times 3. Very simple try. Rugby is a simple game, they say, but professional coaches have tended to complicate it because they've got nothing else to do but analyse, analyse, analyse.
First head, please.
had 2 balls around, now we've got none.
Shoulder on, Robbie, shoulder on.
Maisaka with the restart. Taken by Patuawa Parkinson. He sets off on a bit of a run. He's just been swallowed up there. Looks like Liam Callan swallowed him. Monty Parkinson with the clearance kick. Down to Mitchell Windsor. He gives it to Maisaka for a big kick across field. Ball's still alive. Stowers from behind his 22.
100, leggy, 100.
That's Hewitt. He tackles himself. Number 21 there, that's Mitchell Clark on the field.
Stay tight.
First infringement there is a knock on the floor by number 16, Mark Rounds. So we'll see who he's replaced. I think he's not Mark Rounds, it's Sadius Cook-Savage for the Marlins. So it looks like he's gone to tight head prop. And Tain Colossi is off the field, and Tuakana Te Wheroro is on in the number 17 jersey in at hooker. So it looks like Gallen's packing down at number 8. And Will Quinn is on in 19 on the blind side. Anyway, Whakarewarewa with the ball. McGarvey's good run. Good run by Mr. McGarvey. Mitchell Windsor's brought down just 40 metres from try line. Maisaka. Good double tackle. Morgan. Maisaka. Hewitt. Hewitt beats 2. Hewitt down the touchline. Oh, his little chip kick didn't beat Parkinson. Now Parkinson sets off on a big run. 2 big forwards and a little first 5. Who's going to win this? Oh, you're not going to read about it. Monty Parkinson races through, scores Mount Maunganui's 17th try, I think it is. And the Marlins are storming away in this match by 38 points to 0. You have a look here in the replay. Kobe Hewitt makes a little bit of a break down the touchline. His kick doesn't clear Monty Parkinson. Parkinson puts the kick over. He's got 2 big players in front of him. What does he do? Run through the middle, push one over, and pounces on the ball. And now it's pretty clear and obvious to me that one person wanted it more than the other 2. Monty Parkinson gets the opportunity now to convert his own try. Here's the kick. Touchies don't like it. Anyway, we're back live now. Oh no, this is still the replay again. There's that kick that didn't clear over Monty Parkinson's head. Now you just have a look here. When he gets beside Maisaka, shoulder on shoulder, that is perfectly legal in rugby union. 2 players running side by side are allowed to bump shoulders. They're not allowed to do anything else though, and that is legal rugby. Back live now. Maisaka's restart for the day. Marlins have regathered just outside their 22. Stowers. Parkinson, little chip kick over the top. Taken there by Ollie Spicer. He's on the field. Good little pass by Ollie. He finds Cook-Savage up the middle. And there's number 19, Will Quinn. The reserves are running amok here for the Marlins. Spicer to Te Wheroro.
Mount, boy, mount. Sit back, we can see. Sit back.
Stowers.
You can see the game.
Parkinson. Profit. That is Redmond out on the left-hand edge. And Redmond scores for the Marlins in another try. And you'll see here in the replay, the Marlins simply recycled breakdown ball. Stowers clears, backdoor to his first 5. And then to Profit, who's the extra man. The flanker Redmond's out there on the edge. He fends off a tackle and crashes over in the tackle of another. And that's the Marlins' 7th or 8th try of the match. 43-0, 56 minutes gone. Monty Parkinson with the opportunity to add the extras. Assistant referees like that one. Flags go up. 45 points to 0. I'm not sure the TAB would have had this sort of score in mind when they set the odds this morning.
Mount, boy, mount. Sit back, we can see. Sit back.
You see here, it's very simple. Catch and pass. Catch and pass. Nothing too flash. It's a simple overlap. Alfred Manukia, he has no idea who to tackle. And it looks like that Ike McGarvey might have done a hamstring. Excuse me, folks. So Mark Rounds is on. Kelly Haimona, famous Whakarewarewa stalwart, played for the Steamers, represented Italy. I believe he might be in the local constabulary now. We're back underway. Whakarewarewa restarted. Tamelangi with the ball. Parkinson. It's a good little pass out there to Profit. Profit to Sio, who's down that left-hand edge. Stowers. Parkinson. Good little offload there by Cook Savage. Stowers again. Parkinson with the kick. Over the head of Kobe Hewitt. He's got plenty of time. And he takes the line out up to the Whakarewarewa 10-metre line. You can see there just on the right-hand edge of that picture, that All Blacks quality coaching staff there. Cook Savage with the throw. Parkinson. There's Jack Gallen running amok in the back line now. Carried strong. Stowers. That's Sue on the right. Ollie Spicer with the ball. Parkinson with the cross kick.
Go Fopper.
And that's Tuakana Te Wheroro on the right-hand wing. I think he might be the replacement hooker. So he's at least knows where he's supposed to stand now, with all of our hookers now playing winger at the same time. 20 minutes to go in this game. What can Whakarewarewa salvage from this match? They've had their opportunities to put some points on the board. They just haven't taken them. Anyway, Kerwin Tahini, his hands on the ball. Oh, no. Whakarewarewa forward pack weren't sure where that was supposed to go. So they've been free kicked for balking. Langi carries. Stowers. It's offloaded to Ngakuru, the captain. He's had a great game. Anyway, they switch directions. Spicer looking for a hole. He's brought down on the 5-metre line. Marlins attacking, pick and go. Cook Savage with a shot. Quinn. Referee Peter Morgan says held up. Goal line drop out. Maisaka with the ball. There's the restart. Down 40-metre kick. Spicer to Redmond. He's carrying. He's going to go straight into the Whakarewarewa defensive line. Stowers to Parkinson. Emmett. Yeah, and I think that might be the second not releasing penalty for today. An ineffective carry coupled with an ineffective clean out, and that's what you're left with. Maisaka's gone long. Spicer's getting back on the ball. It's not going to go dead. Spicer's going to have to clear it. Not in. Not out, I mean. Makuru, he's carrying. Morgan. That's Tahini. Morgan changes direction. Ngatai. And that's Te Hau on the left-hand wing. And he's been bundled into touch by Nick Prophet. So we're trying to work out where Ollie Spicer is playing at the moment. I think Spicer might be at fullback. Was he on the right wing? He might be on the right wing, which means that Siu's gone. Anyway, we're back live. Parkinson. It's been stripped by Whakarewarewa. Mitchell Windsor carries, so 5-10 metres out here. Whakarewarewa might sniff a try. That's Tahini carrying the ball. Morgan goes blind. That's Manukia. Bounces out of one, bounces out of another. Tries to do a fancy offload out the back door and only achieves passing the ball to the spectators. To field all with the throw for the Marlins. One by Ngakuru. Big Jack Gallen out in the back line. Back from Stowers to Parkinson to ease the pressure. And that's a good clearance kick down towards the vicinity of the halfway line. $45 points to nil, 63 minutes gone in this match. Tahini with the throw. One there by Robert Fiaola. No, it hasn't. It's been overturned. And here's Gallen on a rampaging run. And unfortunately, number 6, Jack Gallen from Maunganui Sports, was so effective with his run that he's left his support behind. And as a result of that, Whakarewarewa are able to pounce on the loose ball and win a turnover penalty. Yuku Maisaka with the clearing penalty kick. And he takes us back to the halfway line for a line-up.
Nice, Robbie.
Line-out win by Fiola.
Go, go, go.
Maisaka.
Go, Toko. Give, hold it.
Round the back pass to Hewitt. Hewitt's brought down just on the 22. Manukia plays halfback. Ngatai carries into contact. Manukia again. Switch of directions. Clark. Ngatai change their minds. They go back the other way.
Nice, Robbie. Body high, on the side.
That's Morgan. Maisaka, short pass. Oh, ball's been spilled there. Referee goes back. He's seen a penalty. He's got somebody offside from Mount Maunganui Sports. Just while we're setting up for this penalty, scores around the grounds. Tauranga Sports Development are currently leading Aportiki 19-0. Te Puke Sports Development are leading Greerton 7-0. And behind us on the number 2 field, it's 40 points to 0 to Mount Maunganui over Whakarewarewa in the development game. We're back live here. Whakarewarewa line out. Oh, they've butchered one of their own lineouts again. It's been the story of their day. The Marlins have scooped on a line-out throw. Parkinson with the clearance kick. Assistant referee Ed Young breaking the cardinal sin from a referee perspective. His jersey's untucked. How dare he? Anyway, Tahini with the throw. Honeck wins a simple one at the front. Passes over the top of Maisaka, and it's been put down by Mitchell Clark. And you can hear the referee's saying play on. Obviously it went backwards. Knock on. Maybe the referee missed it. And he got a call from our assistant referee. So we are back for the knock on. Mount Maunganui Sports with a feed. Braden Stout's got the ball tucked under his arm.
Riku, come this side. Stay. Far, Riku.
Right shoulder.
Far, drop. Akiria.
68 minutes, Mr. Morgan. You needed to have sorted this out 25, 30 minutes ago. Let's try the scrum again. Stowers with the feed. Parkinson. Little move. Spicer in on a loop. He's got one man to beat. He's going to go on his own. And a little pop pass. Connor Redmond dots down under the post. And Ollie Spicer, you are so lucky you got that ball away. You have a look at the replay here. It's a great little move by the Marlins backline. As you freeze it there, little short inside ball. Spicer had one man outside him. He chose to go it alone. He gets brought down, and thankfully, like a great number 7 that he is, Connor Redmond's on the spot to pick up the pop pass and dot down under the posts. Try number 2, Connor Redmond. Monty Parkinson adds the extras. Mount Maunganui Sports cracked a half ton, 52 points to 0. And this is an ominous story. And here you can see there when Stowers gives the ball to Parkinson and a little inside, little loop pass to Spicer coming in on the blind. And then as he straightens up and heads for that white line, he gets ankle tapped. And he manages to pop it up because on the perfect line is Connor Redmond. Whakarewarewa with the restart. To Whakarewarewa with the regather. Stowers. Down to Cook Savage. Stowers to Parkinson. And that's Malachi Emmett, but he's been stripped. Mitchell Windsor with the ball now for Whakarewarewa. Morgan to Arana Miller. Morgan again. Backdoor to Maisaka. It's Mitchell Clark. Bounces out of 1 and 2. Kobe Hewitt sets it up. Morgan again, Maisaka. Fiola with the big run through the centre. But he's lost it forward, and the Marlins come away with it. Stowers. Gallen. Beats one, gets an offload out the back to the grass. There's a pass, that's Cook Savage. He's got to unleash his backline. There's the captain Ngakudu with a little dummy. Marlins go up over the 22-metre line on attack. Stowers. And that's Profit playing first receiver. Cook Savage cleans out. Stowers changes direction. Spicer. He finds Te Wheoro, Captain Ngakudu out on the right edge, gets it away. And Malachi Emmett passes it to the touch judge. And he's not going to score. And we're here with a line out. Good phase of attack there by Mount Maunganui Sports. Just undone at the end by a poor pass. You can see here when they change direction, Stowers brings it back. Spicer, long pass. That pass there needed to be held on to. That one there. Anyway, when you're 52 points up and you're 6 minutes to go, 7 minutes to go, you can try some things. Honeck at the front. Morgan. Big long pass over the back in front of his sticks. That's Mark Rounds. Morgan back to Maisaka with the clearing kick. Down to his counterpart and Parkinson. That's Profit with the ball. Sizes up his opportunities. Gives it to Hughes. Had a quiet game. And there's Rounds on the left-hand edge for try number 3. Connor Redmond. He scores again. Between the loose forward trio of Jack Gallen, Mitchell Dance and Connor Redmond, they've picked up 5 tries between the 3 of them. You'll see here, Maisaka's kick doesn't find touch. Parkinson finds his fullback in Nick Profit, who sizes up the defensive line, has a go. Siu gets the ball, draws and passes, his winger, and like all good loose forwards are backing up. Connor Redmond popped up on the left-hand corner, dots down in the corner for his 3rd try. Monty Parkinson with the opportunity to add the extras. Assistant referees like what they see. Conversion number 8 for Monty Parkinson today. He's had a very happy time with the ball on the foot. 59 points to 0. And we've got just over 5.5 minutes left to run. Maisaka with the restart. Oh, good catch there by Mitchell Clark. He's done really well, and he's made another 5 metres from the catch. What have we got here? We've got lots of talk, and we're going to have a scrum. So in the last few minutes of this match, can Whakarewarewa salvage themselves some points? Morgan with the feed. Hits a short ball to Rounds. Morgan looks to change direction, no one there. Honeck. Hewitt. He's up over the 22-metre line. Somehow the ball came out of there. Stowers for the Marlins has it. He gives it to Gallen, who does a clearing kick. Ball's going to bounce around the halfway line, and Gallen regathers his own kick. Fends off Maisaka, pushes off Te Ho, and he is going to run unopposed another 40 metres and dot down, and he's rounded out the loose forward trio, dotting down for some meat pies. Takes the score out to 64 points to 0. You have a look here at the replay. He was the one that put in the kick. He chases it from his 22. It bounces awkwardly, lands in his hands, bumps off a defender behind him, bumps off another defender, runs 30 metres, and by the time he gets back to the Marlins Sports Club this evening, that'll be another 50-metre run. Very good try there by number 6, Jack Gallen. And like a broken record, I get the opportunity to say Monty Parkinson adds the extras. Referee Peter Morgan, he's seen enough. Blows time up on the clock. And with that, the Marlins will go home very happy that they've won this match by 66 points to 0. A magnificent effort here by Mount Maunganui Sports. Commiserations to Whakarewarewa. They've worked hard to get here. That's round 1. A couple of highlights for you to see before we round out today's broadcast. Spicer with the long pass. Ngakuru with the inside pass. That was probably one of those things that you will regret. But in a match where you've won by 66 points to 0, does it really matter that one pass goes astray? We have a look here. And this is one of Connor Redmond's tries. Nick Prophet gets outside. Siu finds the extra man. Connor Redmond dots down in the corner. And the last try, I think, is probably worthy of a mention. Jack Gallen, he's had an outstanding game all day. Catches his own re-kick, fends off a player, fends off another. That's Te Ho getting bumped off. And what a way to wrap up a match. And I think that's probably a way in which we can probably end this broadcast. It has been an absolute privilege to be here with you all today. Whakarewarewa hosted. They've had a difficult start to the season. They've lost their venue. They got booted out of their temporary accommodation because of Super Rugby game. Rotorua Boys have opened their arms and have hosted this game for them. Unfortunately, the rugby gods didn't play nicely. Mount Maunganui Sports too strong on the day, winning this match by 66 points to 0. My name is Pat Ray. It has been a joy to be here. We will close with karakia and wrap up today's action. Kia tau, kia tātou katoa, te atawhai o tō tātou ariki a Ukaraiti, me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhinga tahitanga ki te wairua tapu, ake, 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 amene. You take care, folks. Noho oro mai.